My stepmom emptied my sister's lockbox for a brand new car, so my sister called 911. My stepmom stole my sister Alexis's savings and used it to buy herself a new car, like it was some funny power move. Alexis is 18 and just graduated. For 2 years, she worked doubles at Target, sometimes 50 hours a week, and saved every dollar for one thing, a used Honda Civic she found on Facebook Marketplace. She had $8,000 cash in a lockbox under her bed because she didn't trust our stepmom. Every few months, Alexis would show me the stack and say, "I'm getting so close," smiling like she'd already won. Stepmom knew about the money because Alexis talked about it at dinner, and stepmom's smile looked tight, not proud. She's always treated Alexis like the spare kid. Last month, Alexis found the exact Civic she wanted, a 2015, and talked the seller down to $7,500. She planned to meet him the next day. At dinner, she showed the listing and asked Dad if he'd help with the last $2,000. Dad said yes, and stepmom smiled and said, "Sure, we'll help. You're so mature." That alone felt really wrong. The next evening, the night before Alexis was supposed to meet the seller, I heard her scream from her room. When I ran in, her stuff was everywhere. Drawers pulled out, clothes on the floor, her mattress half moved. Alexis was on her knees, panicking, saying, "It was right here." The lockbox was gone. It wasn't even opened. The whole box was missing, like someone grabbed it and walked out. I checked under the bed with my phone light, then the closet and laundry. Nothing. Stepmom came in acting worried and said, "What's going on?" Alexis said, "My money is gone." Stepmom did a fake gasp and said, "Are you sure you didn't move it? Maybe you're just stressed." Then she started helping, opening random drawers and asking the same questions. Alexis said, "Can we check your room? Maybe it got moved by accident." Stepmom snapped, "Why would it be in my room?" Her voice got cold, and she added, "Maybe you lost it or spent it and don't remember." Alexis shot up and said, "Don't call me a liar." And stepmom hissed, "Lower your voice. Neighbors can hear." We searched for hours and found nothing. Alexis had to text the seller and beg for more time, and he replied, "I can't hold it long." Alexis just sat on the floor staring at the empty space under her bed. She kept whispering, "Tomorrow was supposed to be my day." 2 days later, I heard a long car horn outside. A shiny silver Lexus pulled into our driveway with dealer plates. Brand new. Alexis was already outside, standing still, staring at it. Stepmom hopped out grinning and said, "Surprise! I finally got myself a new car." Alexis said, "Please tell me you're joking." Stepmom laughed. Alexis asked, quiet but sharp, "Where'd you get the down payment?" Stepmom said, "I borrowed yours, obviously." Alexis blinked hard. "You took my $8,000 from my room?" Stepmom waved her hand. "It's basically the family's money anyway. You live under our roof. You can save again." Alexis went calm, like a switch flipped. She pulled out her phone and held it low. She said, "Say that again." Stepmom rolled her eyes. "Oh my gosh, stop." Alexis said, "No, say the part about it being family money." Stepmom looked right at her and said, clear as day, "It's the family's money. You live here for free, so anything you earn is ours to use." Alexis nodded once, stopped the recording, and dialed 911 right in front of her. Stepmom snapped, "Are you seriously calling the cops on me?" Alexis said into the phone, steady, "Hi, I'm 18, and I need to report a theft. My stepmother took $8,000 cash from my bedroom and used it to buy a car. I have video of her admitting it." She gave our address. Stepmom reached for the phone, but Alexis stepped back and kept talking. Dad came outside, confused, looking between the Lexus and Alexis. Alexis said, "She stole my money." Stepmom rushed in, saying it was a misunderstanding and they'd pay her back. Alexis showed Dad the video. His face dropped when he heard Stepmom say, "It's ours to use." He told Alexis to hang up and said, "We can fix this." Alexis said, "No," and kept the call going. Dad promised, "We'll pay you back." Alexis asked, "When?" And Dad went quiet. The police showed up about 20 minutes later. Alexis showed them the video and her Target pay stubs. Stepmom tried, "She lives here. It's a family issue." But an officer cut her off. "She's 18. That's her money. You admitted you took it." Then the officer said, "Return the car immediately and pay her back today, or you're getting arrested for theft." Stepmom stared at the Lexus, then called the dealership with shaking hands. The officer said they needed proof Alexis was paid back now. Stepmom stormed inside, came back with a checkbook, and slapped it on the hood. She wrote $8,000 and shoved it at Alexis with a glare. Alexis took it, looked at the officers, and said, "That's my money," while Stepmom stood there speechless. Now my family is saying the 911 call was too far. Was I wrong?